Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video, we will look at the architecture of Java. Alright, so the agenda for today's video is we will understand what is a JDK, what is a JRE, what is a JVM, and finally we will understand what is a JIT compiler. So without wasting time, let's get started. Now let us understand what is a JDK. So JDK stands for Java Development Kit, right? And it is used to develop and run Java applications, right? So some of the tools included in the JDK are the Java compiler, Java doc. So Java doc is nothing but a document generator tool in Java, and the output is the HTML format, right? And then we have the jar. So jar stands for the Java archive, and it is used for aggregating many files into one. And finally we have nothing but the JRE. So we'll discuss about the JRE in the next slide. All right, now let us understand what is a JRE. So JRE stands for the Java Runtime Environment, and it is used to run the Java applications, right? So using JDK, we can develop and run Java application, but using JRE, if we download just the JRE, we can only run the Java applications, right? So what does the JRE contain, right? So JRE contains the libraries and the JVM. And what is a library? We can think of a library as the collection of a pre-built classes, right? So classes of some importance which have already been written, verified by some expert programmers, and we can use in our application, right? And the other thing is the JVM. So JVM is nothing but the Java virtual machine, and we will understand Java virtual machine in the next slide. All right, now let us understand what is a JVM. So JVM is for Java Virtual Machine, which is an abstract machine. And the functionality of this JVM is to convert the bytecode into a machine code for the execution, right? And it has many implementations, but the implementation by the Sun Microsystems is called the Hotspot. So Hotspot contains basically two things, right? The first is the JIT compiler and the interpreter, right? And various languages like the Clojure, Scala can use the JVM to convert their bytecodes into the machine code, right? So now in a final part of the video, let us understand what is the JIT, right? And how it improves the performance of the Java application, right? Now let us understand what is a JIT compiler, right? So JIT compiler stands for just-in-time compiler, and it is mostly used with the interpreter for performance optimization of Java applications, right? So how JIT compiler optimize performance is by keeping track of mostly used Java methods, right? So when our Java bytecode is converted into machine code line by line using an interpreter, our JIT compiler runs in parallel, right? And it keeps track of all the method calls, right? So when certain method calls exceed some threshold mark, right? So you have the threshold mark of 15 counts or 20 counts, so it marks it as a hotspot and saves the machine code for that method, right? So in future, if a same method is called, so it simply does not interpret that again, but simply call the machine code, right? So which is saved by the Java compiler, and so in this way it can increase the performance of Java application, right? So with the use of a JIT compiler, we can increase the performance of the Java application, right? So that is it from the JIT compiler. So this completes the Java architecture, right? So that is it from today's video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and see you until next time.